Hey music lovers, I'm Tim Nichols, and today from Girder Music we're going to be featuring 6 CDs from Degarmo and Key. Now Degarmo and Key came out in like the late 70s and moved into the mid 80s and really began to get some real fame and popularity during that time, and even had one of their videos, 666, featured on MTV. So these guys were a big deal. They kind of had a mix between a Hall & Oates, a Michael McDonald, and an Eddie Money sound. Especially when they started kind of doing their pop rock and roll sound, it's really when they started sounding like Eddie Money. Early on, it was more like Michael McDonald and Hall & Oates, but these guys were really talented. We really miss Dana Key and the talent that he brought to the table. Rest in peace, Dana Key, but anyhow, check this out. 6 CDs, and each of these can be purchased for $14.99 each. Now, what's really neat about Girder Records is when you go back to the mid-80s and you're buying CDs, or when you're buying tapes and cassettes and even albums at that time, they cost somewhere between $10, $15, and $20. And back then that was a lot of money. And today, $10 or $15 doesn't go near as far as it used to. And you're seeing prices go up, up, up everywhere. But Girder, he isn't raising his prices. You can still get these CDs for 15 bucks. And when you compare inflation from the mid 80s to today, that's a really remarkable price. Not only that, but look at what you get. Now, first of all, none of these records are Girder releases. However, every single one of them he has available on his website except for the D&K on vinyl. These he has in colored vinyl. This one's red, this one's kind of the green, and then he has this one, this one, this one, this one, and what's called either new old stock or used records, to where you can purchase them in very good condition for a decent price. Featured today is Mission of Mercy, Captain Sozo and the Light Brigade, Street Light, D&K, Communication, which that's where the famed 666 MTV video was, and then The Pledge. I'd actually never heard of this album until one day I found a cassette at like a nickel and dime shop and bought it for $1. Let's go ahead and take a look at the covers in these things, because as always they get the Girder treatment. Legends of Rock, each one. So when you open it up, check that out. Just really cool. I just love what he does with these CDs and really taking them to the next level. You see the nice imagery there, so really well done. Lots of full color. I love the guitar that Eddie Degarmo is playing there. So when you open it up, of course, you got your collector card. Each one of these comes with its own collector card. It gives you kind of some information about the album and the band, and then it has a picture of Eddie Degarmo there playing the keyboard. So really slick. And of course, you're going to get like your little mini magazine with your information, your lyrics that are in a good, colorful, bright, readable font. For us older Christian rock fans, that is something that's really critically important. Excellent color scheme, just really kind of matches the album. Really good work. Moving on to Degarmo and Key, Commander Sozo and the Light Brigade. I love the colors on this. That's actually the one featured on the TV as well. If you want to check these out and listen to snippets of the songs and pieces of the album, this is a good place to do it on Girder's YouTube channel. So get to the, look at that. It's just so cool. I love the bright colors. I love that you are rewarded every step of the way when you open this thing. You're not just listening to it, you're actually having a visual experience as well. Of course, when you get to the spine, you're going to see that nice readable font, and you're also going to see that on the back in the nice readable font. Same with this nice readable font. That one's even more readable. Nice readable font. And the reason this one may be difficult for some to read is because it is kind of cursive, and that's difficult to read today. Cursive print is not used a lot. Street Lights, this is a great album. All of these are fantastic albums. There are different styles as you kind of move from the early 80s to the later 80s. They kind of get more into a pop rocky kind of sound, but still, they were very talented. Every single one of these albums are good. He actually has a 10 CD pack as well that's a little bit over $100. That is a great price. You're getting like $13 a piece for these CDs when you buy them in the bulk. Really nice. Of course, backing again. So just excellent artwork as always. Scott Waters, Rob Colwell, and Greg Hayes all working together to really make an incredible product when it comes to music and preserving Christian rock music at really rock bottom prices. Trading card, some information about the album and the band, and they went for it on this one with some more artwork, which is really cool. I always love extra artwork. I love how they showed a picture of one of the 45s there and a poster. So Greg, Scott, Rob, they always go all out. Of course, these are all remastered. Really well done. I've listened to every one of these and they sound fantastic, really clear. So these things are phenomenal. All 6 of them are great. I really highly recommend Girder Music. Not only does he have Degarmo and Key, but he has several Petra releases, including some that are upcoming, several Res Band. I'll put all those in the description. If you want to look right here on the screen, you can see a couple pictures of the color vinyl of the 3 albums that he has available from Degarmo and Key. Really excellent. But again, 20, 30 years later, we're paying about the same price for a better product. I think it's pretty amazing. So there you have it. Keep calm, D-Son.